Welcome back to Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, where we just did go through the body and found this gun, which I'm very interested to look into. The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found. Besides his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny shriveled head of cauliflower. What do I do with you, bullet? What? The lieutenant steps closer. I said, what do I do with you, bullet? Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say find the weapon that shot me. Good idea. Find the murder weapon. I couldn't come up with that thought myself. Okay. If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better. Peer the bullet through the bag. The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold even through the bag. Inspect it closer. The jacket of the bullet is made of yellowish metal that has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 mm in diameter. The core is lead. The brass jacket probably didn't cover the entire bullet, otherwise the softer metal wouldn't have expanded like that. Look at the jacket. You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet, little hairlines, linear, it feels standard. The core? It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound. What can you say about the bullet so far? It's a soft point bullet with a lead core and a brass jacket close to 8 mm in diameter. Jacket, it means it would have been shot from military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader like those typically found in the streets of Revachol West. Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange, very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it. Something tells you that it won't be any time soon. This will have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while. What was... I didn't really look at hand-eye coordination. Okay. Let's see if we can do something for our hand-eye coordination. Yes. Okay. So let's look at the bullet again. We have a similar rifle on hand. Oh, okay, so it was one of these rifles. You're aware of the name of the antique rifle you found, and you have the full bullet specs. Okay. But I only have hand-eye coordination of 2. Let's try it. A rifle, Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 mm from the surplus left over from the turn of the century, probably an antique or a retrofitted antique. Make? 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Bell-McGrath rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BMD dominated the battlefields of the Insulinian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago. Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you, the dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit in the chamber. Is anyone still making these rifles? No, but Siegler, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war, so there are still a lot of those old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling. Who uses Bell-McGrath rifles these days? Antique enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, and a few lucky gemrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order. What are you thinking? Bullet? I think I know where this came from. And the shot probably came from a Bell-McGrath rifle. An antique, that makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez or anywhere in Revachol, really. Why not? Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective from what I've seen. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzleloaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end. Worth it? With what? Getting shot? Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, the third, and so on become much easier. But back to the investigation. Okay, this is a commentary on American politics on weapons. Like in America, you're allowed to have weapons as a normal person, and here in Germany, it's quite more difficult to get weapons. You have to have special allowances only for hunters who have to go through a whole process of being allowed to be a hunter with some psychic evaluations in it and something like that. So it's very difficult to get your hands on real weapons here. So if we're looking at the American laws there, we always thinking like, what the fuck are they doing over there? And it definitely leads to more difficulty with persons going haywire with their weapons. If well-armed Jamrock bangers started crossing over into Martinez? Let's find out. Next step, finding the gun itself. Okay. Locate a working firearm that shoots 4.46 ammo. After that, keep your eyes open and be patient. Okay, it takes some time. Okay. Let's put my original jacket back on, because we really need that. Also, that's not the shirt I want to wear, yeah? It is, because of the extra bonus XP. Okay. Logic or visual calculus? Doesn't matter. Let's put away the other gloves. Okay. What else do we have to do? Let me remind myself of what else we have to do today. That's not for today. That's not for today. That's not for today. Oh, yeah. Let's listen to the radio thing they wanted to give to me, so I could come to the wrong conclusions. Last time I put that out, I got weird music playing, but okay. The tape Dorgunner Megamix. A magnetic tape acquired from Titus Hardy. It supposedly holds a recording of the Mercenary Task Force radio communication recorded via a de-encryption station. Not a good omen. Requires a boombox to play. The Porta rear is just what you need. The rear is attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader. Play it. That's too loud. You push Commansair and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air. This isn't Ravachol. This is a fucking village, a man voice say. I can almost see the elephants. Another loud screech, some kind of machinery. The harbor, Kim takes out of his notebook. That's the sound of a Qualson crane. More static. When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up, Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit, dogs and chickens too. Gonna rent a room, Cordy, a real nice one. I don't give a shit, I'm fucking done, I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in, rape that disco counter on the counter. You know, the dancer whore upstairs, do it Lee Schmidt style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth. A click, then silence, the rest of the tape's empty. Lieutenant presses the button marked Arrêter on her porchery. The tape stops spinning. What was that at the very end? Silence? End of recording. What do you think? It seemed authentic enough, probably recorded off their shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls. I agree, he also sounded inebriated. Still. Lieutenant looks at the tape. You're familiar with his look now? It's his look of suspicion. There's more going on here than we know. Who's this Corty? Corty could be short for Courtineer, one of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to, probably the mountain at the harbor gates, Mr. Right to Work. What's Li Shmin? A village on the Samaran Isola in Tian'an. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about. You think he was there? Who knows, maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service. A symbol of Soldier of Apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment. Okay then, what now? I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree. As you take out the tape, the boombox tunes itself back to the Shiri radio again, spewing out beats like it's a Friday night. The contrast feels shitty, inappropriate even. That inappropriate that I'm putting it away immediately. Can we talk to you again? Do you have something to say?
Nick, Kuno dies! You're gonna pick one out of his brain like that too? Kuno's gonna go out in a hail of bullets! Gonna look like a fucking porcupine!
Didn't think him to say something new. Okay, Necromancer Pig, that shit was dark. Going in there like that, brutish shit, damn me. Was the first thing I skipped. Porta Rosa, a side alley of Boogie Street Spearhead. A young man in his early 20s approaches Patrol Officer Emily Mullins and asks for a cigarette. As Officer Mullins reaches in his coat pocket for the pack of ashtray he just purchased this morning, the man shoots him point blank in the chest. Breathless, the patrol officer collapses in the gutter. His right hand is grabbing the armor on his chest. The bullet didn't pierce it, but he can't breathe. On the pavement, the patter of the perpetrator's feet growing distance. Bleed pig, someone opens the window and says, but Emil? The accent is on another E now. Emile can't see who. His sight grows dim with pain. I'll be there for you, Kuno. Yeah, there's a dreamy look in his eyes. Okay. He just wanted to give me some XP. That's nice of him. Okay, what else? Class here. Oh no. It's after 1 o'clock. After 11 o'clock, she just vanished. Just vanished. Okay. I think everyone's in bed now, so I don't think I can do anything. Let's try to talk to our two best friends. Who are the only ones that I know of that stay up at night. Hey, you're awake.
Hello again, officer.
I must be asking persons now of whether they heard the shot. So that's why I'm clicking at everyone at least once.
Good. What can I help you with?
I cannot tell you? That's weird. I should be able to tell her. So you must also have something to say?
Trying to sneak up on
Okay, that's it. Okay, I think we can't do anything else now, as it's too late. Let's see if we can buy something with our $43. We still have a book to read for tonight, so we don't need another book. This guy just sold shades and the sneakers were like 50. Oh, he isn't here at night. Great. Oh. New stuff. Scribbled between the thighs of a page 3 girl, l'origine du disco. We're getting more perception, interaction things. Now, let's see, let's remember me what else we can buy here, like over there. I want to buy that t-shirt, it's physical instrument and shivers and minus authority. Welcome to Yarndale, officer. That's really good, and my authority is at 0, yeah? Yeah, almost. Gives physical instrument and shivers, not bad. Looks great with a necktie. What else? That's a street lamp. He wants 500 for that. I already bought that. I just got the figurine set Headless Fawn Rider. Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you. That was very smooth salesman's grin that almost comes off as earnest. You should learn from him. That is not included with the headless thing. Okay. Bought everything that we could need there. This guy was selling more sunglasses. Should go to him tomorrow to speak about that. I think Frit will be closed now. Is the big scab guy still there? Because if he is and I can't, I should really be able... That's a bottle over there, can I just take it? Okay. I should really be able to talk to the big scab guy to say him it wasn't a lynching, they're just covering up, so they don't do a tribunal. I'm so worried that I'm on a timer like here and I'm already a day overdue because I still haven't opened that side. We still can talk to you. Titus and his crew are gone. There's only guard here.
Can I help you?
Do I not wear pants? That looks weird. Bought my bill for tonight. I think I already paid the bill. I think it's one of the first things in the morning that I did. I have farm pants on, yeah. Ah, they're white on the side, that's what it is, okay. What did they do? Savoir-faire and physical instrument, great! And fits nicely with my shirt. Okay, I didn't. That's what happened there. I didn't pay for it. Okay. I have 2 days worth of money now. But I might be might have been stupid buying those pants for 15. I'm very interested in seeing what happens if I don't have the money for the night, but that's not what we're doing today. See you in the morning. Bye. Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet. We can interact with those two again. Do we have something to say here? Okay. Those are both, they're very different. Let's do that someone else. Let's do the washing first. This is not the cleanest bathtub in the world, but it's cleaner than you are right now. Ah, that soap scum smell. It smells like life, at least compared to you. Run yourself a bath. The bathtub slowly fills with water. The water beckons. Undress, close your eyes and submerge. The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting like amniotic fluid. A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks like sad duckies. You feel nice and lonely. And so tired. I take the beer cans out. Now you're alone with your thoughts in the tub. But it's easier than being alone with your thoughts inside the tub. Linger in the tub a little. Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools. What are you doing? You're not some fat fish in a fucking aquarium. Time to get moving. Imagine something. You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to take more than one bath to get rid of that stench. Then houses along a narrow street, a video rental, darkness on the planet's curvature. Get out. The waterline recedes as you stand. You're cold now. Your clothes stick to your still moist skin. And I washed away the spell. We have 6 points. So, interfacing is a skill we needed a few times. What else? Maybe endurance? Hand-eye coordination is a skill we needed a few times. Reaction speed is a skill we needed a few times. Accept changes in clothes. And let's see here, what else do we want to go with? Oh, those are all just things. Oh, we're still researching that, still 2 hours to go, okay. And let's... was electrochemistry and interfacing. So, this doesn't stop anything. We need the chain cutters for the one thing. Then we have electrochemistry. Okay, we have electrochemistry with one of those. Let's see if we can get more. That would be interfacing. Let's do interfacing first, because I think we only have that one thing for interfacing. Use your chain cutters to fix the faucet. Stop steam from fogging up the mirror. We have 4, we need 12, so we need to roll an 8. And we did it. The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its part into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it. We get a +8 on the electrochemistry thing. But we have to redress for electrochemistry. That's these. Also, always equip that instead of the chain cutters. Electrochemistry. The party dragon robe. Forlorn laborer jeans. Okay. We're looking hilarious. Great. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. We have now a 13. We need to roll a 5. Okay. No more steam. I know the origin of the new, and I recited the poem. That was the poem I recited. Okay. It's like something snaps in you, a nerve ending, a thought, a sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the leer that had distorted it for God knows how long. Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life has become. A sad old man looks back at you. Okay, we can take back what we want to wear normally. Okay. This is like my normal stuff. What this is? Physical instrument and shivers. No conceptualization, that's what I wanna do. It goes very perfect with where do these come from all of a sudden? Let's see, are there more bottles? Not only that. There were beer cans in here, but I can't pick them up. And I can't go over to Kim's room, yeah? No. Doesn't even have interactable stuff inside. Okay. So, let's see. Let's see which physical skill we need for the other thing. The cops are gone also. Interesting. Let's see which physical thing it is we need for taking his boots off. Try to remove the boots again. The body is reluctant to let go of the boots as though they were its last bit of dignity. Whoa, Kuna's little sneak peek's back for the booty. Yeah, fuck it to pieces for us. Lear cop. Liar cop. Pull on the right boot. It's not completely useless. You're able to reveal a little more of the putrid polymer sock beneath the boot. Pull on the left boot. It feels like the leg is going to come off along with the boot, but you're able to get the boot to move a centimeter or two. See? The cops doesn't care if you try to take his boot. He doesn't need them. He's probably glad to get rid of them. Try to twist them off. This is the right method. It takes some time, but eventually the boots come off with nasty slices of polymer sock stuck to even bigger pieces of skin and rotting flesh. Look, he's skinning the fucker up good, Poco style. Keep at it, pig. Take stock of the damage. The leg looks like they've been clawed by wild animals. As for the boots, you can't possibly do anything with them until you have cleaned and disinfected them thoroughly. Yes, these absolutely need to be washed before. The stink is incredible. Didn't the wording have a kitchen? We got the boots. And they're now interactable. Don't smell these boots. Oh, I didn't read this. The bullet mushroomed out on impact now looks more like a fanciful jacket button than something that could pierce skin, flesh and bone. Don't smell these boots. Better yet, don't even think about them unless it's to think about how you're going to get them clean, that is. For now, they're unsellable, unwearable and just downright disgusting. I'm not selling them, I'm wearing them tomorrow when we meet up with Kim. So in the Whirling's kitchen we will cook them to death. Okay. Wait, what's the money doing up there? There's money lying around up there. I think we are looking hilarious with those leggings. Oh. God damn it, I remembered it wrong. No. Go back. It's not that any time in-game is wasted, because I finally found out that time isn't going on while you run around, it's just going on by interactions. So you have a limited number of interactions before closing the game, and the most stupid thing I could have done was reading my whole ledger during the day. But I did it, so we have to go with it now. It was half a day wasted, I think. I pretty clearly saw money up there, so don't betray me now. Yep, we got money. Yay! And we can now go to the Whirling's kitchen again. Wait, Kitsuragi's room must have windows to that side, yeah? I'm pretty sure of that. Yep, we can cook them here. Let's see what skill check we need for that. This industrial gas-powered stove has been used to prepare food for many hungry hostel guests. There are several pots and pans on hand. Getting the corpse residue out of these boots is going to require patience, and also a huge pot of boiling water, soap and white vinegar. Check out the cleaning supplies. There's a variety of soap and bleaches in the cabinet to the left of the stove. There's also a bottle of white vinegar in the cabinet next to the fridge. It's bad without boots, don't be stingy now. The boots are really disgusting. Put some dish soap and the bottle of white vinegar into the pot. The delicious smell of sheep soap and vinegar wafts up from the pot. Alright now, chef. Light the stuff up and boil them. Check out the cookware. A commercial pot draws your attention. It's very large, gigantic. Even it could be used to make enough stew to feed an entire city. And also to boil a putrid pair of death boots. Far away in the darkness of a makeshift morgue behind Station 41's Lazareth, Dr. Nix Gottlieb cuts into the cold dead feet of a murder victim. The veins are oddly black. He suspects a neurotoxin. Add water and the boots to the pot. Bring it all to a nice boil. The strong smell of vinegar forces you to step away from the pot. The water slowly comes to a boil. Strips of polymer fabric and human tissue separate from the lining of the boots. They float to the wobbling surface. Beautiful. And two-course dinner of rotting flesh and hardened ceramic. Wait, some more? The boots look cleaner and cleaner. The bits of human flesh are beginning to look cooked. You can smell it too, just like beef stew. That's it, chef. The boots are clean as they're going to get. Steam dense with a smell of strange meat disappears into the vent above the stuff. Dump the sock and flesh stew and examine your new boots. We got the Hangman's boots, the Fairweather T500 greaves, a pair of real beauties. The boots are shiny, hot and reek of vinegar. Just perfect. Master Chef out. The greaves are light. Oh, should I have examined them? I can save scum that. Let's see if there's like a message inside or something. These boots were probably left on the corpse because they were impossible to pull off while it was hanging. They're not exactly pleasant to look at right now, much less smell. Hopefully you will know who they belong to very soon. Will I ever be able to wear them? The size seems about right once you get the foul-smelling flesh gunk out. Isn't there a saying about walking in another man's shoes? You've seen too much to be that naive. Even if you don't remember it, you'll never know what it was like to be him. Okay. So, no. There's no clue inside them. So much faster if you don't have to read anything. But the time you take to read is not so much. Shoes too big to fill, but too authority. These griefs are light as feathers, just a tad too big for you, but don't let that bother you. With these on, you look like some kind of future warrior, and they keep you safe if you accidentally shoot yourself in the foot, so worth it. So we're losing 2 composure, gaining 1 savoir-faire, and 2 authority, if we put that on. Just see how they look. Ah, we feel good about it. You look down at the white ceramic sabatons hugging your arcs and calves, surprising at how well they fit. Your movements cause tiny little clicks like dice rolling or somewhere far away as the plates reorient to your motions. Are you responsible with this? This is just to protect me from harm, not to show off. The hard, vitreous animal, at once sleek and light, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you. This is long sought after enemy technology. I can't just enjoy it. I must study it. And I can. Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it, observe its properties, see if there's a weakness in the design. For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material. What's new now? This year. Yeah. It really hurts to punch this armor. A sword wouldn't leave even a scratch, a bullet would bounce right off. Still, there must be some flaw in that would allow you to stand your ground against dangerous enemy technology. You just have to figure out what it is, probably by beating yourself while wearing it. Shooting yourself, let's see. Let's see first if we get a new thought. Yeah, like these pluses look like every day they will be adding 1 more thought to my thought cabinet. So let's first see if they've that is true, that assumption. I have nothing else to talk about with anyone where where Kim doesn't want to be present, I think. But let's recheck that. Find the murder weapon, send it to processing. That's in the fishing village. That's I've looked around everywhere, so it will be down there too. Talk to Klaasje, she is gone to bed. Fishing village. I think she said that he's at the fishing village also. Take a long time to find all armor pieces. Another one to ask about the tattoos. Alice back for the name. Klaasje told you she can't talk about him now, but you need specifics, height, build, etc. to confirm your autopsy a little later when she has collected herself. Morale. Other side. No chance yet. Back down your badge and get hold of a sad song on tape. Okay, we have nothing to do anymore. And look, this looks satisfyingly longer. The list of things we have done looks satisfyingly longer than the list of things we are already that we have to do. Okay, we have the sabatons on. So, then let's sleep for the night and dream of interesting stuff. Wait. Close the door this time. Like a normal person would. Go to sleep. No. No! We have a book to read. What am I doing? We read that, 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 we read that. 16-day in Codex April. Psychological realism. In your hands you hold 16 Days of Codex April by Yekaterina Dahl. The cover image shows a row of concrete apartments over which span a black and white rainbow. Feels heavy. Indeed, the book is unusually heavy in your hands, as though the cover were lined with lead. They would do that in Grad. How long is this book? You flip through the book, the pages are thinner than you realize, and the type quite small and tightly set. It's nearly 600 pages long. Real art is dense and difficult. If it didn't feel like you had to wrestle a suicidal bear to get through it, you weren't really reading. Look at the back cover. The back cover is dominated by a black and white photograph of the author. What does she look like? She can't be much older than her mid-30s in this photograph, and yet from this cover the eyes of a sad old woman stare back at you. Start reading. In cold, detached prose, the author describes a scene from one of the Yugoslavia riots in the 20s. Youth overturn motor carriages and set trash cans ablaze with heavily armored guardsmen dash in and disperse them in a flurry of baton blows. In excruciating detail, the author describes the socioeconomic conditions that have brought the people of Yugoslavia into the streets, centuries of humiliation and despair, and then, during these riots, two young people meet. It would physically hurt you to keep reading, are you sure? Read 10 more pages. There. Okay. That did hurt me. Do I have red eyes on that thing? Whatever, their happiness is fleeting. A cruel jest. The absurdity of the state totally crushes them and they end up betraying each other. She becomes an official for the regime and he a Lensgrider and Ferdy Dirk. The end. Good stuff. I fucking loved this. Put the book away. Okay. We did just lose some health and morale from that. That's all that happened. Okay. Let's sleep now. Do we have something else to inspect? For example, my ledger. Have we read all that? Slide the hidden drawer open. Pick up the card again. You stare at the card, willing your hand to move. It refuses to march, not again. Okay. That's a thing I always wanted to do, to look back at the card, but I can't. Forms, case files, I've read everything. Okay. So, we're ready to spend the night in our beautiful looking bed. The bed's still cold from the broken window and not too inviting, but it's yours, you've earned it. Go to sleep. Not easy, but your bones are so tired from what feel like weeks of work on the case you have to try. After what feels like hours, you feel you might be sleeping.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street. Recorded in you forever on the Ferrotape.
Spinning in eternity.
On and on it goes, for untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising, rising, above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep, studded with stars. Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time
the last time. The smoke in her mouth, the potted flowers, the faces turning, changing.
What is it?
It's the world, Harry boy. And you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
The rain, the snow, I don't want to. It's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
That's right, I am an agent of the world.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off your lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
Why?
Cause only love can break your heart.
Feel the pillow under your cheek.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Do it for the picture puzzle, put it all together, solve the word, one conversation at a time. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm solving this word and I'm doing well so far. Yeah, 7:30, you can stand up. Have I my right clothes on? That's the gloves, the fawn pants, the white satin shirt. Am I not looking fabulous? I am looking very fabulous. That's great. So. Good morning. Don't you want to comment on my... Do you notice that?
Yes?
Aren't we going to talk about the boots I'm wearing? Okay, let's talk about it. You stole the boots. He looks at the gleaming technological footwear you're sporting. Congratulations, that must have taken an enormous concentrated effort, considerable ingenuity and timing. Now I'm going to report you and you're going to jail. You are? What's the joke, sadly? There's nothing I can do about your delinquency. What's done is done. Let's get back to police work. I don't care about your insane theft, the lieutenant thinks and looks away from the boots. Just know, if anyone asks me, I will snitch on you. Okay. So, at least he reacted to it. At least that. Okay. I suppose I threw away my... Oh! Smoking guy is here. Interesting. So, Let's start the next day by talking to Smoking Guy. See you then. Have a nice day.